and thank you for joining us at this annual event where we remember those who we have lost along the way. I'm Sherilyn Fernandez, the Chief of Health, Safety, and Training for Caltrans District 4. We set one day aside each year to host this formal event to honor our friends and colleagues who lost their lives while performing their jobs. But we remember them throughout the year as we go about our own jobs.
I joined KTVU 16 years ago in '99, and I've been out on the road. I've actually been out in lane closures, and I've also seen a lot of bad things from my perspective happen to CHP officers and Caltrans workers and just the people who are on the road. It's a very dangerous place to be. It has changed my life just from watching what happens to people out there when someone is driving recklessly. It's quite true that once you have stood behind the cones with the vehicles passing just a few feet away, it changes your life. If the average commuter knew what it was like to be back there, I think that people would be a lot more careful. Most people don't stand on the freeway, which is good, but these trained professionals do it, and they put their lives at risk.
Once a year, we have this official ceremony to remember and to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. Their names appears on the memorials in our district office lobby in Oakland and in our headquarters in Sacramento. We also continue this time-honored tradition to stress the importance of thinking and practicing safety diligently and constantly. The memorial plaque in the district office lobby reads, "In the memory of those dedicated employees who lost their lives while serving Caltrans and the people of the state of California." Other memorials around the state pay tribute to the California highway workers, to those who have paved the way so that we can build the future. We salute them all. Now I would like you to join me in a moment of silence in honor of all those employees that we have lost.
Caltrans and the Highway Patrol face very similar dangers when we report for duty. That makes us partners with a shared understanding of the peril of what we put ourselves in every day out on the freeways. But with proper training, tailgate meetings, proper use of protective equipment, and a proper attitude with a safety mindset, we can work to avoid tragedy. But sometimes, despite the best policy, the best training, the best equipment, the best attitude, the best people, terrible, unpreventable accidents, tragedies occur.
The California Transportation Foundation was founded by retired Caltrans employees to be able to aid Caltrans employees in ways that expenditure of state funds is not proper. We provide scholarships and aid to families of deceased workers and those who are in need.
We must work together and we must be united. We must all agree and we must all work towards one ultimate goal. And that ultimate goal is for all our employees to safely go home to their waiting families at the end of each workday. We don't just work for Caltrans, we are Caltrans. It's not just a means of livelihood for us, it is our way of life.
They were co-workers, they were friends, but most of all, I like to remember them as heroes, the 34 heroes. And when you see these cones and you see the plaques today, hopefully the message that they're reminding us is safety is number one. Be work zone alert. Moms and dads, family, everybody wants to go home at the end of the day. Slow for the cone zone. Move over safely for workers, highway patrol, and others on the shoulder. And don't forget us. Focus on driving. Don't be distracted.
Thank you for doing all that you do. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. To those who paved the way so we could build a future, all the highway workers across this great state who lost their lives in the line of duty, we honor you and your loved ones, and we share in their loss of you. You were different ages, different people. You had been with us for only a short time, but in our hearts, you will always be with us. Your death came much too early. This requiem honors you and all that you've done for us.
In 2008, a group of Caltrans employees established the DeJuan Bush Memorial Scholarship. It was our way of keeping the memory of DeJuan alive and getting the message out to young drivers about what could happen when they get behind the wheel. The scholarship is open to graduating seniors who are either an immediate family member of a Caltrans employee or in the Oakland Unified School District, which is where DeJuan attended school. Committee members take the time to go to schools and promote the scholarship and talk about what happened to DeJuan. We talk about the dangers the highway workers face every day, and we talk about the Slow for the Cone Zone and the Move Over campaign. I'm proud to announce that to date, the DeJuan Bush Memorial Scholarship has awarded 17 scholarships, totaling over $7,000. This yard was where DeJuan worked out of. It was also home to another fallen worker, Chuck Warner. Chuck was a landscape lead worker on a maintenance crew when he was killed in 1994. He had been with Caltrans for more than 20 years. He was with the crew on 880 northbound when a truck driver under the influence entered the shoulder and hit the crew, killing Chuck. Chuck is remembered as being a drill sergeant who played by the rules, but he had a big heart and was always helpful. To honor both of these fallen East Bay Region family members, we wanted to have a permanent memorial in their honor here at the yard. Making it happen was no small feat, but through great teamwork, we were able to deliver. At this time, I would like DeJuan's mom, Lucida Weatherspoon, to come forward, and she will be helping us unveil the East Bay Regional Memorial Rock.
Back in the 1970s, I started my career with Caltrans, and I started as a maintenance worker. And I'm really happy to see that this event is being held in a maintenance yard, finally, after all these years, because these are the people that you worked with and that you knew. So it gives me a great honor to read the names of the fallen. Robert Adams, Donald Anderson, Hugh Bonner, Charles Boyle, Juan Bush, Donald Caldwell, William Calloway, Tad Clement, Paul Cody, Jerry Corey, Ani Fletcher, Wayne Glenn, Newell Grover, Walter Johnson, Brian Kavanaugh, Harold Lehrman, Robert McCain, Richard McQuillan, Cecil Meekum, Sean Merriman, Joseph Nito Jr., Lawrence Peters, Deborah Ross, W.R. Shaw, John Spargo, Emery Spencer, Perry Stilts III, Carl Tardito, Harold Teeple, Roger Vandenbroek, Chuck Warner, Billy West, Frederick Wilhite, Daniel Wong. Thank you.
Thank you.